And yeah, we'll just get settled in here, let people join as they do. All right. Welcome. We're just settling in. Let's soften or close our eyes, find a comfortable seat. Take a moment to get settled into your seat. Any last wiggles, any last like movement for a moment here. And find stillness, settling into your breath. Noticing how it feels to breathe. Noticing the sensation of air as it comes in. Noticing the sensation as it expands in your body. As it exhales out. Noticing how it feels to exhale. How it feels in your abdomen, your tummy, in the back body. How it feels in your chest to exhale. In your shoulders. Noticing the sensation of air as it exhales out. Maybe it's through your mouth or through your nose. Noticing the sound of your breathing. Spreading your hands to the heart. You might cross one hand over the other, pressing in gently, taking this moment maybe to hold a moment of gratitude. A moment of intention for your practice. You might draw the hands palms together. And easy, release the hands down. Gentle blink open the eyes. We'll roll through our cat-cows. Come up and roll the shoulders. We'll take the arms out to the sides and up. Bring it down to the heart. Press the hands together. All the way up. Rotate out. Fingertips down. And then cross your hands across the heart. So like across your chest. Press in to the space at the front of the chest. You'll probably feel it gets activated here when your arms roll in. Open back up to the sky. Exhale, palms facing up. Release your hands down. Reach up. Press the hands together down to the heart. Exhaling to the heart. Inhaling back up. Exhale, rotate the arms out all the way down. Cross the chest. Press in gently with your fingertips. So I'm pressing in where my arm, if I roll it in, it kind of hollows. If I roll it out, it might kind of like stretch. And up. Reach up, palms towards each other, gentle bend of the elbows, bringing the hands down to the sides, palms up. Shoulder blades a little towards each other, and up. Reach down to the heart, press the hands together, up to the sky. Exhale, rotate out, press out, all the way down, palms facing down, cross the chest. Press in, up, inhale. Palms facing up, release your arms down, nice and gentle. So I bend my elbows, I'm activating my outer sides, my ribs to bring it down gentle. Back up, inhale. One more time, down into the heart, up to the sky. Rotate out, press out, all the way down, and cross. Up to the sky. Palms up, draw the arms down gentle. Cross your hand to the opposite leg. Round your back. Reach up and a gentle fold. Walk your hands up. Take your hands behind you, very gentle, press into the fingers, like very minimal pressure down. Rotate the arms back, lift up the heart. Lift up through the front body, open through the throat. Slightly open upwards. So I'm kind of like looking diagonally up towards the sky, basically. Really, I'm looking at where the wall and the ceiling meet, but I know the sky's out there. And let it go. Change your leg position if you like to. Continue your cat-cows. There's a big window here, and then like the ceiling is right kind of above it. So I see the sky, but that's not really where I'm looking. Cat-cows. Good. A big stretch up, interlace the fingers, press the palms up. Big open breath. Press forward, round your upper back. Up to the sky, exhale, just easy, let it come down. Walk your hands forward to forward fold. Walk your hands back. Lift up the heart. Rotate your arms, draw your shoulder blades towards each other. Let that go. Good. All right, let's come forward into a table. Continue to open through cat-cows. Noticing through your cat-cows where you might tend to like accentuate the cat-cow, where you are inclined, where your body most easily rounds forward and back. When you notice that space, you might try to like space it out a little bit further. So maybe not dropping so much into, if it's your low back, maybe. Maybe you try to like open a little bit further up. Some areas, of course, are going to have flexion extension more easily. That's the shape of the spine naturally. But where you're letting things just kind of like, just allowing more open space. Not trying too hard. Just moving with your breath, exploring along the way throughout your practice. Trying to keep soft in areas that you tense up. Come forward to your down dog. Hands forward, head on the feet. Take a moment to arrive here, feeling it out. Breathing. Come forward, all the way forward, bend into knees when you get there and rise up nice and slowly. Strong legs pressing into the feet. We rise up through the quads, through the lower belly, middle, and upper. Roll the shoulders. Just a tiny bend of the knees, just enough that your low back can relax. Take your hands, fingers pointing down towards the low back. So it might, depending on how the shoulders are feeling, we're not straining to pull the elbows back. We're just kind of like taking a moment to check in. Maybe it's fine and your hands are at the low back and your elbows are back. Mine are not. No strain. Not back bending. Notice if you're like pressing your knees out or anything like that. Just keep them neutral. The elbows might be coming back a little bit further. Slide the hands down. Roll the shoulders. Make circles or knock knock down the front of your legs. You can start at the front of the hips, down through the front of the quads. Back up. We're really working through the quads for a second here. Outside, inside. Low belly in as you come forward a little bit, holding ourselves up so we're not hanging on our spines. We're always like controlling a little through the front. Support. IT band, outer legs, woo. Outer hip. Towards the front of the hip. Outer hip and the glutes. Down the outside of the legs. And just run your hands up and down. And smoothing it out. Good. Let's lift up, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Nice big forward fold. Bend the knees. Lay your torso onto your legs. Let your head hang. You might make this more active by holding onto the backs of the legs and drawing your head down. Or you might let it be passive, just kind of letting things be where they are. Your next inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step into plank and come all the way down. Good. We're coming to some cobras. Make them little. Anchor your toes, pinky toes down, strong legs, pelvic bone presses down. The smallest lift of the heart and lower. Anchor the toes, strong legs, little lift of the heart, lower down. Again. Again, continue. The top of the head aligns all the way from the spine, the neck, through the top of the head. So I'm not drawing my chin really forward. I'm allowing this shape to expand little by little. Keep going. Maybe over time, your heart lifts more. One more. Exhale, bring it down. You can bend your knees, windshield wipe your feet side to side. Press up to down dog. Big exhales get us to down dog. take like little cat-cow motions in your pelvis. So I'm not swinging really far forward. Just kind of like tilting my pelvis up, my tailbone up, and then drawing it a little bit down using my lower belly. All the way forward. Half lift into forward fold. Rise up. Reach up. Settle your arms to the side, stand in your mountain pose. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plank and lower all the way down. One time in Cobra, maybe it lifts a little higher. Nice and open across your collarbones. Exhale, lower down. Press to down dog. Come forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Rise. Mountain. Again, reach up. Fold. Half lift. Plank, lower down. One Cobra. Maybe you lift higher, pressing into the hands a little bit. Exhale. Press to down dog. Stretch your right leg up. Step it forward. Rise up into your crescent lunge. Bring your hands down. We're stepping back into plank. Come through your chaturanga. Exhale to down dog. Stretch your left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Rise up, crescent lunge. Stand from your forehead, eyebrows, jaw, finding softness. Exhale, hands down, step back. Come through your chaturanga. Maybe you're working with full planks into up dogs. Maybe you're coming down into cobra. All the way back down dog. Step all the way forward. Halfway lift, forward fold. Rise up. Relax your arms. Let's come down into chair. If you have a block to use, I think it's pretty noteworthy. Having the block on this lower setting, like where it's the smallest width. If it's like one of these kind of average size blocks, of course. Kind of like this is the amount of space from my hip joint to hip joint relatively. Helps to activate the thighs slightly inward, and it helps to keep them from going too far in or too far out. Kind of just keeps your alignment and keeps a little bit of engagement. Come up, come down. Settling back towards your heels. Low belly is in, lifting up, ribs are in. Come up. And come down. Exhale. And come on. And come down. What a fun time. And come up. Throw your block. No, just get rid of it. Forward fold. These light, really foam blocks are kind of fun because you can kind of toss them around and it's a little satisfying. Halfway lift. We're stepping the left foot back, bringing the knee down and getting some stretch into the back leg through the quads. So I'm gonna walk my hands up here. You could tuck your back toes or not. It might help with balance. It might help, might stretch the back of your, or the foot a little bit. May feel better or worse on your quads. Patting your knee is helpful. We are drawing our leg in the back leg pretty straight up, lifting up through the core, some like energizing upwards, even stretching the arms upwards. Exhale, bring your hand down and twist. I like to use the block for my hand just because it feels nice. Open out to a diagonal. You might have your hand at the low back. Exhale, rotate out. We're going to take our back foot into warrior one. Lift up the knee, hop that foot into place, and rise. Bring the hands behind you and release the fingers. If that is okay for you, you might use something to hold on to. Drawing the arms back a little bit. We're going to roll through some proud and humble warrior. Go slow. Move from your deep core, low, middle, upper abdomen. So I'm letting my lower body bring me down, middle, upper, head comes down, arms lift up. Deep core in reverse, lifting me up. Lots of strength pushing into the feet to come up. Open through the front. Open through the throat, through the eyes, nice and gentle. Do it again. Go slow, especially if you get lightheaded or anything. You might just take it really slow. You might do it with your hands not behind you. Come back up. One more time. Round. Soft jaw. And back up. Gentle, release the hands, lengthen out your leg, coming into pyramid. Again, you might like blocks for that one. Pyramid, we're lengthening the front leg, we're pressing into the big toe, we're drawing the hip crease away. Relaxing the head, tapping into the breath, tapping into the nervous system, relaxing itself through the breath. There's this moment when we exhale and the nervous system really softens in. And it can't be rushed, and you just know it when you know it. Bend into that front knee, come up, step forward, relax into your mountain pose. Give a big stretch to the sky. Exhale to forward fold. Halfway lift with your inhale. We'll take the right leg all the way back this time. Bringing the knee down. Walking your hands up the leg. Find your stability. Maybe arms lift up. If you need more stability here, you could walk your front leg out a little bit. Don't know that it's gonna affect much for the back leg. We're really working with the back leg and drawing a lot upwards. Bring your hand down, set up your twist. I like to open at a diagonal here. Really open through the front of the shoulder, drawing that top shoulder blade towards the spine. Reaching through your fingers, gentle, open through your palm. Your eyes and your head might rotate towards your top arm, or you might want to keep it somewhere neutral, or even more grounding downward. It just depends on your neck. Take care of your neck. Let that go. Changing your back foot into warrior one. Pop it into place and rise up. So we'll take the hands behind us again. If you're holding your hands together and they are like gripping for dear life, try to maybe soften that grip. Mine end up like really holding on. Some of that's like accessibility, like it's not the easiest thing to hold on there. Sometimes it's just where my stress is trying to like something's trying to be helpful here, you know? Arms back, heart up, open through the throat, open through the eyes. Round. Come up. Proud. Come down. Humble. Up. And down. And up. Release the arms, reach up, lengthen your leg. Coming into pyramid. There's enough space between my heels that I'm able to rotate my pelvis forward. Reach to fold. We're just here and we're just breathing. Bend into that knee, come up. Step forward. And stand in mountain. Open out wide onto your mat. We'll just do a little bit in a wide stance, coming into our wide forward fold. And you might feel good to stretch out side to side. You might feel good just to relax at center. Bend into knees and come up. Set up to the right. Warrior two, over to the right. Reverse, reverse warrior, up and over. Triangle. Smooth breath. Bend the knee, rise out. Rotate to wide forward fold. Stretching out side to side. Twist if it feels good for you. If not, you can choose your own adventure, do what does feel good for you. If you twist and your hip drops out to the side that you're twisting, try to stay a little neutral. but not rigid. So we find stability without making it rigid. Rigidity. Exhale out, rise up. Open to the left, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Into triangle. Keep breathing. Come out, bend that knee, rotate back to wide forward fold. Take a moment for what feels good for you. We'll slowly come out. And come up to standing, let it go. I think we're just gonna take a tree pose. Standing onto your right leg, hug the left knee up. And come into your tree pose. Exhale out. Change sides. And come out. Okay. Let's come back to the front. Coming into, let's see where we're going. We're gonna come down into a forward fold. And draw the knees down to kneeling. You can have your toes tucked. We're gonna be coming into camel in any way, any like level of extension that feels good for you. Kind of wondering if I could have my blocks back there to hold on to, because my heels are pretty far away. I've always been taught to find the open extension first and then bring your hands down to the heels. I recently saw something that was like, it's really unnecessary to do that. And you could just like lean back enough to get your hands where they need to go and then extend up. And I think that's kind of curious and interesting. So we might try both. Bring your hands to the low back. Maintain smooth breath. Maintain soft breath. Your toes could be tucked or not. Lift the heart up. Draw the tailbone underneath you. Lift the heart up a little bit more. Draw the arms back a little bit more. Hug your tailbone. Lift up the heart. Keep breathing. Maybe the hands come down. Where's it at? Oh, there's one. When we're ready to come out, we'll bring the hands back up if they're not at the low back still. Sit back onto your heels. You might use a pillow between in the back of the legs. If that helps. You could sit on a block. We're just sitting upright. The same as our like cat cows, we find the areas where we tend to sort of have the most mobility, the most flexibility, and we're spreading that out a little bit at a time. So, option to try again. I do really like these blocks at my right by my heels. Coming back up. You don't have to like do some huge pose. It can be being here with your arms drawing back, lifting up the heart. This creates a lot, sometimes of its own sensation and nervous system energy to work through. If you want to try coming back enough that you can bring your hands down to where they want to go, and then extending open, expanding open, drawing the hips forward. Come out gentle, upright, and come back down to an upright seat. Could just be if like sitting like this on your legs is not it for your knees, you could just sit down onto your onto your sits bones. Your palms might be open, they might be grounding on the legs, they might be at the low belly and at the heart. Where you're at, just little cat cows, like just to take a little motion in the back. after deep movements one way or the other, it's like we kind of want to do the opposite, but it's good to neutralize. It's good to take a moment, let the spine give its the spine in the back, everything just gets a little moment to recover. And then we can come to a nice forward fold here into child's pose. Really settle into your heart. Settle into your breath. Give yourself a big exhale. Everybody will join together in a butterfly seat. You might use your elbows gently to the inside of the legs. I like to have my pillow propped up just right. It's like there's just one spot that's just right where my sits bones are grounded and my tailbone is getting support. Draw your heart forward and come to fold as much as it feels good for you. Come up. We're just going to take a twist in our seat. You may prefer, we'll have option moment, the leg extended with this knee up to twist. Or you might prefer this knee bent and this one over to twist. Either way, we're activating the upper knee across the body and we're twisting over to that side. Unravel, change sides. I'm trying both to see, like, do I actually have a preference? And come out. Let's relax. Go ahead and come to your back. Give your back lots of love. Hugging your knees, rocking side to side, massage your back. The thought around back bends and heart openers, two words that really mean the same thing to me. However, one implies the spinal, its extension, really opening and maybe like really bending your back. And the other one implies like lengthening and opening across the chest. They're really the same. I believe fully in finding bends through length, through sustainable strength, through time. Happy baby, hold on to the feet, doing what feels good. If it's rocking, stretching out each leg, bringing the feet together in butterfly. And bring your feet down. Take the left leg up to cross it for figure four. Relax your heart, relax your back. Change sides, coming out. Great. Come out. Lift your hips over to the left, twist over to the right. Mommy. Come out. Set up to twist the other way in your time. And come out. Oh. Take a moment, drawing your knees together. Let the feet be open, a little wide, daydreamer pose. Body scan, see if there's any other poses that want to happen, any movements that want to happen, stretches. Oh. When you're ready to come to Shavasana, settle in, get comfortable. Give yourself this time to be present with your breath, to process the thoughts that come up as they do, to soak in all the endorphins, all the oxygen,